everybody, what is going on? Welcome to Regular Josh 1. Please take the time now to hit that like button in this video, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Click the links down below to check out all of the projects that I'm a part of, which are all on YouTube, and don't forget to check out the podcast Space Adventure Nova Fleet 86. Hope you guys enjoy. iCarly. If you did not grow up with the show, then you are way too young for this channel. iCarly was the show to watch back then on Nickelodeon. Who doesn't remember spaghetti tacos or random dancing? Those were so iconic, and I think they still are in a way. Honestly, I should try making those tacos one day. Now, not too long ago, I have mentioned that iCarly was getting a revival series, and we've also talked a little bit about the trailer as well. Well, on June 17th, the series officially began streaming on Paramount+. This was something I was looking forward to for a while, ever since hearing about it, especially considering that this was going to be a show that matured along with its fans. So far, the show only has about 3 episodes up on Paramount+, and I believe they're planning on coming out with a new episode every week. Of course, I watched all of the episodes available to us, and so far, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's pretty cool to see these characters that we grew up with, besides Sam and Gibby, not just back on the screen, but to see where they currently are in life. With Carly, she seemed to kinda still be in front of the camera, so to speak, as she was a host of QVC in Italy. I'm assuming that for a while, she's been wanting to start up iCarly again, but with a romantic interest this time around. Even though she's now starting up the show solo, we've seen her still trying to find a boyfriend, but it just hasn't been working out. Now we go over to Freddie, who did find love at some point and got married twice, but then got divorced twice, while also trying to start up a tech business, I think, but that also failed, so now he's back in the apartment living with his mother. Oh boy. But also bringing along his new stepdaughter, adopted Millicent, a snarky social media obsessed kid. Now you got Spencer, who is still just as silly and rambunctious as ever, but this time he is now a rich, successful artist. The reason why he's successful now is by accident. See, one of his sculptures randomly caught fire, and everyone thought it was some sort of message that he was trying to convey about the current state the world is in, I guess. Yeah, that's totally Spencer. I mean, even today, he's still managing to randomly set things on fire. That will never not be funny. You also know who else made a comeback? Nora. Remember that crazy obsessed fan that kidnapped Carly, Sam, and Freddie? Yeah, she made a return in the show as well. Still a little bit stalkerish in a way. Seems like she has gotten a little better with her being crazy and all, but let's see how long that lasts for. The character I'm really waiting to see make a comeback is Neville. Now, that will be very interesting. As for the new characters, we have Harper, who is Carly's roommate and new best friend. She's someone that is really into fashion and works as a barista. Now, I wasn't really quite sure what to think of her at first, but I've definitely grown to like her really quickly. The chemistry between her and Carly as friends work really well, in my personal opinion. Millicent, on the other hand, yeah, I do not like her already. I'm sorry, she is just pretty unlikable to me. She just seems to dislike everyone for Lord knows why, and her snarkiness attitude, it just doesn't do it for me. I really hope that they develop her more as a character, because as she is right now, not a favorite of mine. Now, I'm not gonna go too deep into the episodes themselves, mainly because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. Again, there's only 3 episodes out so far, so if you haven't seen them and you have Paramount+, definitely go check them out. I will say, overall, I think these episodes are pretty good. I do enjoy them. Now, with that being said, me and my friend Alex, aka Gary the editor, we were recently talking about the show together, and he brought up a couple of good points that I would like to mention in this review. One of them being the reintroduction of our favorite characters. We both agree that this could have been done a little better. In the first episode, it literally starts off with Carly walking right back into her previous apartment, getting ready to set up for a date with her boyfriend, and she walks in on Spencer naked. Yep, that happened. Now, I think it would have been better if, say, we saw her coming back for the first time to the apartment while also announcing that she's now living in the same building, but with a friend now. And it would have been great to see her and Spencer reuniting with each other and possibly catching up on lost time. Same with her and Freddy. It's not really clear here how long she's returned from Italy and college. Has she returned for a month or what? Plus, speaking of her new friend and roommate, Harper, we never really see or hear about how they meet up. The first scene that we see of her is just her in the apartment with Carly. No introduction or anything. In a way, it kind of feels like we skipped an episode or something. Like, we just needed some more explanation as to how we all got here. That's all. Another thing that me and Alex agreed on is that we think we should have gotten a different reason as to why she decided to go back to iCarly. I think it would have been nice to see Freddy and Carly talking about Sam, which, yeah, they do in the first episode, but that kind of sparks the memories of their previous webcast, and they then start to reminisce about all the fun times they had together working on the show as they were kids. That would have been a nice way for them to think about starting up the webcast again, just going back to it. Her just kind of randomly wanting to go back, but also with a significant other, is just a little bit too random for me. Again, it would have been nice if we had some sort of introduction to everything, so we could at least be fully caught up. Besides that, I'm certainly enjoying this new iCarly so far. Is it as fun as the previous show? Well, no, of course not particularly, but this is a more mature version of that show after all. It's fun in its own way. It still manages to get plenty of laughs out of me, especially with Spencer. He's still the best character. If you grew up with iCarly as a kid, you definitely should be able to enjoy this new revival series. They do come out with new episodes every Thursday on Paramount+, so I will certainly be back to check out even more from them. If you haven't already, I would recommend giving it a watch. Have you seen the revival series of iCarly? If so, let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell to be notified on my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. See you next time.
Baby.